Hello, my name is Anna Bradley and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do 3 Christmas DIYs using Dollar Tree supplies. This is the first one. It's going to be a Farm Fresh Christmas trees sign using wood that we got from the Dollar Tree. I started out with 4 of the 12-inch wood boards that I had got from the Dollar Tree. I did 3 of them in the antique wax, and then the bottom one I'm going to do in the black. And I'm also going to paint the letters that I had picked up from Walmart. I had to use 2 because I needed an extra S. And once those were painted, I grabbed 2 of the trees that are stickers found at the Dollar Tree. I painted them green. This is the green that I had. It's just a random like indoor outdoor paint, I think, but you can use any green that you have. And I wanted to distress the part where the words were going to be. So what I did was get my chip brush that I got from Dollar Tree and my Adirondack white chalk paint that I got from Joann's. And what I'm doing is just lightly going over it so that you get a worn look with the peeking through of the stain. And I grabbed some Gorilla Glue. It's a clear grip. It does wood, ceramic, glass. It's a really like an E6000 type of glue. And I'm also using hot glue. It's also Gorilla Glue. It's just the brand that I prefer. Now we're just going to put the boards together. And with the Gorilla Glue, it does say to wait 2 minutes before attaching the pieces together. And then I use the hot glue after that 2 minutes was up. And now we have the base to put our letters. So I just laid them all out to make sure that they fit and look good in my eye. And I used just a tiny, tiny bit of hot glue so that it wouldn't seep out. It was just enough. The words are very thin, so it doesn't need much. After you have everything glued down, you just want to attach your sign to the base. I didn't use Gorilla Glue. I should have probably in theory, but it's going to be on the top shelf. I just used the hot glue. It'll be fine. It's a Gorilla Glue, still a good grip. And that was it for the sign. DIY number 2, we're going to make these little cute risers that would be good for a tiered tray or a little shelf just to elevate some of your decor for Christmas. And what I used were these, they're like an unfinished wood. They look kind of like a cutting board. They were pretty small. And these wood shapes, they are, I think, snowman. And what I'm going to do is use them as legs. The sticker was really hard to get all the sticky stuff out. So I'm going to use that on the bottom. And I just use hot glue and I'm attaching the little snowman to the base, which is the unfinished wood cutting board. And then after that, you can use any color you want. I grabbed that green again, and I did a couple coats on both the legs and the cutting board part of the riser. And the other one I did red. And what the legs I used for this one were angels. And poor angels, I had to take their wings off. But don't worry, they'll be fine. And what I'm going to do on these is the first one, I grabbed a little sack. It's like a gift bag or to put some Christmas treats in for someone. And what I did was just cut the little tree off of the bag. And then I had this stocking that I got from Dollar General, and I'm going to use the fabric on the front. And I traced out a piece that I'm going to lay on the base of the riser. And it is kind of burlappy, so when you use the Mod Podge, I used kind of a lot just so that it would get inside the grooves of the burlap. And the tree is also burlap, so I kind of used more than normal Mod Podge amount for this riser. And I just laid it on there, and then I'm going to lay more Mod Podge on top of the riser. And you really want to get that Mod Podge into the grooves of that burlap fabric because it'll just not work. It'll peel right up. You just got to kind of push it in. And it does take a minute to dry, but after that, it'll be ready to go and ready to decorate with. And on the other riser, I'm going to show you first what I was going to put on it. It's like a ribbon trim, but the green just didn't match up and it was just too white for me. So I'm going to show you how I glued it on there because you just don't want to put too much glue and you want to make sure that you have the right glue on where the bends are, like where the curves are. So what you'll do is you'll do a straight line down like that, and then you'll go ahead and you'll do a horizontal line right there just to make it like attach better, and you don't want too much glue because you'll see like glue bumps and stuff. But I went ahead and used this ribbon. It's a red and black like gingham print that I got from Dollar General. And you can use any shape you want or draw your own Christmas tree. I had this Christmas tree shape from last year. It was in like a little craft set. But what I'm doing is I'm just tracing it on there, and then I'm going to grab my black marker. It's a Posca paint marker. I got that from Joann's, and I'm going to color it. And then I wanted to add a little snow. It kind of looks primitive, but I'm just going to add like little black dots to kind of resemble the snow. And then after that, I grab my red marker. It's also Posca paint pen. And I'm going to just do a little star on the top just to give it a little Christmas vibe. And then now we're going to add the angels to the bottom of the red riser. And what you want to do is make sure that the little parts where the wings were are facing towards the center. So, because they leave like a little bump, like a little raised area. I don't know how to explain that, but you want to put that towards the center so that you don't see it. Really, once it's painted, you don't see it at all. And I'm just going to grab my red chalk paint. It's an Imperial Red color, it says. It's a folk art home decor chalk paint. And I'm going to paint the little angels, the legs of the riser. And then after that, we're good to go. And last but certainly not least, DIY number 3, we're going to make this red truck. And we're going to do this by using 2 signs. They're a red truck sign that I found at the Dollar Tree. And then first what I do is sand off the glitter where it says Merry Christmas in the front. Me and glitter, not friends. Remove the tag and the Christmas tree. And when all that was done, you want to arrange your blocks. These are the tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree. You want to do 4 rows of 6. I kind of was just showing you an extra one here because I was showing you how to put it together. I just used the hot glue. You can use the super glue. There's so many options. And a tray. I use the antique wax to color that. The tray is also from the Dollar Tree. And 2 of your blocks or rows of 6, you want to add a block on the sides. So there would be 4 more sides. It'll show you right here. It's hard to explain this for me, excuse me. The ones with the extra blocks we're going to use as the roof and the hood, and the straight 6 blocks we're going to use as the windshield and the grill area, like where the headlights go. And we're going to just glue those together with the hot glue. And this is what it'll look like once it's all glued together. I'm using hot glue on all this, just FYI. And the back part of it, you're having to flip the car on the side so the back will be facing the back. It'll just not look like the front of the sign, if I can explain this correctly. Right here I'm doing it wrong because I got confused. I didn't think about it being flipped over. And this is how you want to do it. It's just giving you a shelf to lay your tray on, a better adhesive area, per se. And then I'm just going to paint the whole thing in the Imperial Red chalk paint. And this is what it looks like so far. Now we're going to add the headlights. I'm using these little half split beads. They're 15 millimeters. And I'm using the white Posca paint pen to color them in. Hot gluing them to where the grill area is. And that was what it looks like. After that, I wanted to do a windshield area. I kind of should have maybe done it white. I don't know. What do you think? I did it black. Just colored a rectangle in the front where the windshield area would be. After that is all done, what you want to do is grab your hot glue and your tray and attach it to the back. And then once that's attached, I kind of felt like the truck where the door area would be was kind of plain. So I found these little, they're like miniature ornaments, or not miniature ornaments, ornaments for a miniature tree I found at Walmart. And I was kind of playing around here with stickers and ornaments. But when I attached it, I kind of thought that it made the truck look like it had a door, like going all the way down. So I just hot glued that onto there. They were $1.98 from Walmart. And I grabbed the stickers from the Dollar Tree, the little wood stickers. I actually used the back. I took the sticky part off and glued the front part down because it had like little ornaments and garland kind of grooved into it, and I just wanted the plain tree look. And that's it. You can leave the trees on or take them off. It's up to you. I just thought it would need a little something. And then I added the little greenery. It's like little trees I found at the Target Bullseye Playground last year. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. Happy crafting, friends.